Hi everyone, welcome back to Diamond Paints with me, your host Mike, and today we're going to be working on the top section and bringing this down for this. So we're going to be working on our oranges, our sort of blue colour here, and perhaps a bit of the purple, and see where we get on this today. I have packed away this isn't going to stay there, is it? I've packed away the lion because that's going to now roll into next year, and it needs to be sorted out because we had a bit of a confusion with some of the drills. Whoops. So yeah, so I'll pack that away today, and then tonight at 7:30 I've got a 4-hour live. I don't know how I'm going to get through that without the phone overheating, but I think we've done 2 hours before and it's been okay. So yeah, and then I've just come back from the in-post locker because my team order was running a day late, and when I googled it they said that they only try 2 times. So what normally happens is the driver will go to the in-post locker, but they don't know if it's full. So if they've not collected parcels from there that need to go to the sorting centre and it's full, they can't, there's literally no space for the box to go, or the mailing bag. So yeah, it woke up today and I had that one and then one behind it, so it was like a double whammy. So I was really pleased it turned up okay, because I was getting a bit worried that it'd be returned back to Temu, and I've already waited like a week, so so yeah, so I've got that to do, and then gonna unbox that after this, get that all filmed ready. Haven't done the unboxing video yet, so for Friday, so I've got to look around for that. So it's a little bit all over the place at the moment. I might just cancel it down though, to be fair, for this week, seeing as we've got like the 4-hour live. So yeah, so as you can see, this colour is really quite nice. It's a turquoisey colour. It's quite nice to be filming in daylight for once, because normally when I get in from work it's like the evening. So I've got the kitchen light on, but if I was to turn it off, just get off this seat a minute, if I was to turn it off, you see it looks a bit dull looking, but actually, you know what, I'm going to keep it off. That's not too bad. Yeah. Oh, actually, yeah, we'll do that. Save a bit of energy, shall we? So as you can see, the difference with the light being off and the light being on, it's quite dull looking. So it's always miserable weather over here. We got like a really beautiful day yesterday. It's nice and sunny, and now it's all sort of miserable, rainy, slimy, and all bloody overcast again. So quite used to it. I regret living here because it's always like miserable weather. But then I suppose you'll get that wherever you live. So I've been wanting to move for like 2 years, but we use a system called Gateway to Home Choice, and unfortunately they play a bit of a game, because one day it said that I was second in the queue, and I said, well, why have I not been offered a viewing? And they said, because although you're second in the queue, there's other people in other bands that have not bidded yet. So obviously I'm on band D, which I believe is adequately housed. So, you know, I've lived here for 7 years and I just fancy a break. You know, well, not a break, but I fancy somewhere different. I've really wanted to live in Chelmsford, because that would be like a field trip for me. I'll be shopping in the range every single day if I lived there. So yeah, I'm not going to get a new house anytime soon. You know, I just want a bit of a change of area. So like, Braintree is such a small town, and it's just, there's not really enough shops in it. All we seem to get over here is, Whittam's the worst. You get betting shops, charity shops. Every time a shop becomes vacant, it's a bloody hairdresser's or a charity shop. And in my view, I think charity shops should be abolished. They're a waste of a shop. And I certainly wouldn't be buying second-hand stuff, like knowing full well that's been owned previously. Like, I get a bit like cringy over that. So then Braintree has like you know the standard sort of supermarkets. You got a bus station, a town hall. You got Iceland's American candy shop, which I never actually go in. Because it's such a small store, and you've got like a couple of banks, you've got Costa Coffee, Specsavers, George, you've got Peacocks, Card Factory, Greggs. You've got like a shop where you can sell your games and they give you money for them. You've got WH Smith's, Poundland, and there's a B&M's there, but I don't use that store. And yeah, it's not really anything exciting really. Like Chelmsford, you've got all sorts. You know, the Works. We have got a Works here, but every time I go in the town, I don't really. It doesn't cross my mind to go in there. Like, I'm so used to ordering, you know. But I definitely think Temu needs to come out with like a walk-in store shop. Could you imagine the amount of people buying paintings if they develop like a store which you could go into? Oh my god, like me and Jenny would be shopping until we were like ran out of cash. So I'm still waiting to see what Jenny's got, because this video will be, you'll see this probably around the second week of February. And talking of February, I've got another birthday, so I've got to get like things ordered for my brother's birthday. Apparently he's like quite quiet at the moment, so I don't know if he's had a bit of an argument again with his missus, but he's not really talking to anyone at the moment, so for some reason he's only speaking to my dad, so don't know what's going on with that. But yeah, this weekend's gonna be nice because it's the week without Teddy, so I can do a lovely roast dinner, wild at heart. I want to try and get this done. And oh my days, I was watching Lazy Retired Granny's video, and today, which is the 31st of January, can you believe it? She was doing an unboxing of like this, it was like a wooden canvas, like a rainbow forest thing, and I got about halfway through, and I'm not gonna lie, I really like, I was struggling to watch it because where it's got the canvas, Linda will tell me off in a minute, but Linda bought this canvas on a wooden frame, and she was trying to take the canvas off the wooden frame, and I was really trying hard not to like move to another video because I've never seen anyone do that before. And the reason why I struggled, Linda, is because I don't know why on earth you would want to take that off, because they're designed to be stretched on canvas. So if you take that off and then you try to re-stretch it and you've cut some of the the fabric that bends around and stapled, if you cut too much of that off, you're never going to get that back on without stapling it onto the sides, and then obviously it's wrecked the canvas at the corner. I can see why you were doing it, because obviously you wanted to cut out the key, but if I were you, I would just print out the key, like take a photo of it and print it out and do it that way. But I think also she was saying that it was too heavy and she wanted to take it off to put on her light pad. So, but yeah, I did watch it all the way through because I like to give them the view time. So if I watch your channel, I'll always watch it from start to finish, like it, give it a comment, and job done, move on to the next one. So I was struggling, and at one point I thought I'm gonna have to like switch away from this and watch a different video, because I was really like, I just couldn't understand why you were taking it off. And then I thought no, because I've committed to watch that video, so I'm going to watch it. And yeah, so let me know how you got on with that, Linda, because I'll probably see it before then. But what is the lineup like? Are you going to staple it back on, or are you going to keep it off? What's the situation? But yeah, I'll be honest, I've never seen anyone do that before, so you, I mean, obviously it's your choice what you do with it, but I personally wouldn't recommend taking that off, because it's going to be a pain in the ass to put back on, or, you know, if you're keeping it off the frame, it won't be, but I mean, they are a pain to deal with, you know, especially when they print the coding, because they've got this thing about printing the key on the back, so if you want to kit up, you've got to keep swapping and changing. What I tend to do is, if I've got a canvas where the key's all kitted up on the back, I'll always kit up every single colour, code it up, and do it that way. And it's even annoying when some come with the Shemetic paper, because some of them on the frames, they do come with the Shemetic on a piece of paper and some don't. And yeah, it's even annoyinger when there's no Shemetic to work off with the paper, so then you've got to either write it all out. Sometimes I take a photo of it on my phone and then just like glance at the Shemetic on my phone and do it that way. But yeah, the month of love next week. No, it's actually this week. Sunday's the first day. Can you believe it? So as I said, this will continue until it's sort of finished now, because I've been dying to use it. And yeah, so, and you know what I did? I bought Tessa, my friend from Liverpool, the mermaid version. So she sent me the video of it, so whenever she airs it, I'll, you know, you can see it. But the way the towel is, I would be so tempted to use ABs. Like, that would just be like so cool to use like ABs in that. I've been thinking of like switching the filming area for the Tiger tonight, because I have to like look under my tripod to get to my computer screen to read the comments, and just thinking if I move it to the oven side, I'll have more room. So yeah, maybe. What I normally have to do, I know this sounds really strange, but I have to open the microwave door, make sure the microwave is turned off obviously, and clamp the tripod to the top part. So open the microwave door and clamp it to the top part of the microwave, because I've literally got nowhere else to clamp it, because the drawer next to the sink, it's normally the sink drawer, that's a false drawer, so when you pull it, it's not going to open. I don't know why they do that, because it would make a perfectly good drawer, but the other drawer next to it, I can take that out and then clamp it to there, but then the dishwater, like the draining board from the sink's there. So yes, the things you have to do trying to clamp it to something. But I've been looking at this art dot magnifying glass thing, and they want about, I think it's like 27 quid, which I think is a rip-off, you know. I'm not collaborated with them, so I can say what I feel about them. And someone on the reviews on Amazon said that when they tried to adjust the light, she pushed it a bit and it just snapped off. So, because what it is it's a bar like that, and then you've got the magnifying glass there, but when she tried to move it, it's flipped down and just hanging like that. So it looks really, really weak material. So I'm sort of now, especially when it's like electronics, I'll always look at the reviews. If it's like a standard, like, I don't know, like a painting, I probably wouldn't look at the reviews unless I can see it looks like pixelated. But now I've seen like how easy that breaks, I'm probably not going to get them, because it's like the light boards, like the amount of light boards I've got through, because they're just so cheaply made. Like, it's just a very sort of wafer thin wire attached to like a circuit board, and yeah, they just break and break and break, and then it's just been really, really annoying. yeah, I've got really no plans for Saturday apart from Mars Singer will be on. They've been saying a bit more about this wreckage of the 2 planes that crashed, and apparently they've recovered the black box. Now the black box is basically what keeps all of the data of the plane, and it's designed to be indestructible, so they've recovered that because that will give them, like, basically tell them exactly what happened. So yeah, they've revealed some of the names of the people that have died as well, so we've got that to do. I think I'm just going to do these 2 and then we'll work a bit on this spiral and the orange, and then we can get all that done. So yeah, there won't be one of these on the Sunday just for this week. Oh, actually no, we'll have to move this to Saturdays because Sunday Morning Love You will be every Sunday. So yeah, so during February this will just be 1 session. I mean, we're near enough done anyway, so it's not going to take long to do. I've already been writing what I want to put in here, so I've done like food diaries. I didn't really want to do shopping lists, but I put shopping lists in there because I can take this in my backpack and then like go to the shop, and then if I forgot something, right, get my notebook, right, so I needed that, you know. I need a bit more wax. I'll tell you, this pen needs so much wax. And talking of pens, I've got a very groovy pen coming that the seller said that it's going to be here either, well, she'll ship it Wednesday or Thursday. So I can't wait to show you that. And for the first time ever, exclusive, it's a red pen. Like, I've never had like a red pen like this. It's not quite like this design, but it's got, you know, with them pens, you get like a pen and you push the top and it releases the colour. And then you flick up the button and there's another colour. It's like that, so I've got one like that coming, but the top part is just like, it's not a pen, it's a diamond paint pen, but it's just for like, to make it look fancy, I suppose. But yeah, so I have to say I'm so pleased with my choice, and I'm eyeing up that icy mandala. That looks really nice, so I'm hoping Hannah might get that and then show us what it looks like, because that looks really nice. Because I think they've got a purple one as well, but I don't think I'm going to go for that. I really don't like the colour purple, because purple is quite an awful colour really. It's like brown, it just looks so dark and depressing, you know, so I don't really like purple on this, but this is okay, but it's what it is, isn't it? I don't like to change the colours because I like to make it look what the instructions tell us to. So now we're going to brighten this up a bit, do a bit of this orange up here, get some of that done. Because I was going to do the lion, but I've not had the time. I woke up today at like 12 o'clock. Did set the alarm for 7 because I wanted to get as much diamond paint done as possible, and yeah, didn't happen. So yeah. So yeah, and then I found out on Facebook that there's this documentary. You know Liam Payne, who sadly passed away. He was the chap that fell out the balcony, and he was in One Direction. Well, apparently he's on the X Factor or Britain's Got Talent doing like the judging panel, and they're supposed to be bringing it to Netflix, but that was obviously filmed before he passed away. So do you know the amount of people that have died this month? Like, someone else died last night, a singer, and now today there's another one. Like, why is it's like we're losing people like flies. Like, every day there's someone else that's died. not only are we losing shops, all these people that have, you know, lost their lives in this plane crash, all these, every day there's someone else that dies, like, it's so depressing. I'm really looking forward to like Easter paintings. Like I haven't sort of figured out what I'm going to do for that yet, because I don't actually know what we did last year. It must have been a barn thing, didn't we? But I want to do like an Easter hamper giveaway, and in the works you can buy these baskets that are actually like hampers, and they give you like a bow. So I'm going to build like up a Easter hamper, like put all shredded, like, you know, like the shredded sort of pink, yellow tissue paper you can get, and then sort of like build it up, decorate the hamper, and then send it out. So yeah. But I want to just get February out the way first, because May is flowers. We always do flowers. And Angela, we might do that. Angela got me a yellow flower. It's quite funny because Angela said, when are you bringing back the wish list? And I put the wish list on because I got the impression she wanted to buy me something, because she asked me where the wish list was. And yeah, I've not had anything bought for me from her. So not that I don't want that to sound like I want you to buy things, but it's just the way, like, she was asking where's it gone. It made me think, oh, perhaps you want to buy me something. But yeah, she got me this lovely, I really would like to do like trees as well, so I might incorporate some trees in there, because I did get this custom from Victoria's Moon, and by God, is that an old one. Jesus, yeah, that is proper old, baby. What is that racket? Oh man, I can hear like this like theme tune, but I don't recognise the theme. I don't know why, but this is really reminding me of ice cream. And talking of ice cream, if you've ever watched Diamond Painting Whitney, oh my days, like yesterday she did a lovely, it was a shorts video, but it looked like an ice cream bowl with like, you had like an icy blue sort of base, and then you had like all these dollops of ice cream. It looked really pretty, absolutely gorgeous. So I think she says she got it from Temu, or, you know, in the description. So, oh my days, like that was so gorgeous. So I'm going to keep an eye out for that. And then on my Facebook notifications, it came up with a Halloween chocolate lollipop that I bought last year, when I put it in one of the groups as a laugh. And when I saw it, I was like, oh my God, like 6 years ago. I'm so gonna have to show Roxanne that. So I sent her a picture of it, and she couldn't stop laughing. She was like, that is so cute. But yeah, I didn't actually want to eat it, but you can't obviously keep chocolate all year round, because when chocolate starts to go bad, it will go like a white colour. So it's even harder to tell when white chocolate is white, because you can't really see when it goes out of date. When it's like brown chocolate on the edges, or even if you open the wrapper, you can see like all white forming around it, and that's a sign that it's no good. And my honey that I bought recently from Amazon, I've nearly used it all, but the other day it was starting to go like all weird and yellow, like whitish in it. When I googled it, they said it's because of like the chemical breaking down. There's like all the ingredients sort of like split and break apart. That's what was causing it. But they say that when it starts to do that, you need to get rid of it, because it can cause some disease beginning with a B, and I can't remember what it was, blightus or something. But yeah, I was like, I don't like the look of that. That's going in the bin. And it was still in date, you know, but obviously every time you pour it and, you know, keep pouring it, it's obviously mixing the ingredients. But by God, I think I overdone it once. I put about 6, I squeezed it and then I normally count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And oh my God, like I took one sip and it was so sweet, I had to chuck it away. Oh, what my days, yeah. Well, we are. The stick is getting better on this. I've not had no stick issues this session, so that's good. Does anyone remember the little Dylan dog that I did? It was a really big sort of basset hound. I think that came from Victoria's Moon, and I started it last summer, I think it was. It's a square one, and I like a square drill, and it's really, really big, and I never finished it. It was like a little basset hound with a butterfly on it. Don't know whether it was on his nose or in, up in the sky, but I found it the other day because I'm trying to go through which ones are like the old ones that I want to get done. So yeah. And then Roxanne was saying that her husband John likes the Grimace shake that we were getting. That Grimace shake, if you've never had it, it is gorgeous. The only way I can describe it is it tastes like blueberry, but it's definitely got some sort of berry mix in it. But oh my days, it is handsome. I'm going off banana milkshake because sometimes when they've not stirred it properly, you get like this horrible syrupy taste. But there is nothing better than a good milkshake. And in Colchester they used to do a thing called shakes, and you could ask for any milkshake. And when I was at Colchester Institute, in the canteen they used to do something called a bug blaster. And what it was is it was a smoothie, but you could have all different fruits in it. So, and they would just like mix it all up. And then there was another one called Chocky Rocky Road, and it was all different bars. You could pick 3 bars, so Mars, Snicker, Bounty, Kit Kat, whatever you wanted, and they would mash it all up and put it in the the smoothie for you. And I found out on Facebook today that Colchester Zoo from February is changing its name, so it's not going to be called Colchester Zoo, it's now going to be called Colchester Zoological Society, apparently, because there was discussion about turning it into a charity. So I don't know if that's the reason behind it, but how are we doing for time? 27 minutes. I thought it was longer than that, but yeah, so they're supposed to be changing that into zoologicals. I think it's just easier to call it Colchester Zoo. Like, it's so much effort saying Colchester Zoological Society, isn't it? But then again, ZSL in London, I think London Zoo's something like a zoological society as well. This looks like an upside down love heart or an avocado. When I used to work for Betterware, oh my god, like that was in my teens. Like, I used to like deliver Betterware magazines, and then it was you used to have to like go round delivering the magazines and put order slips in, and then the next week you would have to go around and pick them all back up again, and some were blank and it felt like a waste of time, and it was really annoying when people would put it out in soaking wet weather and you had to pick it up. And every time I saw like a really wet one mushed, I just left it there, because like, I'm not picking that up and putting it in a nice clean bag. You must be joking. And what I did was, it was so nice when you got like, there's one and you go to the step, you pick it up and it's like, order, yay! And then what would happen is the manager would bring all the bag of goods to me, and then I would have to sit there going through the order slip, like that goes in that bag, that goes to that customer, all these goods in like a big bag. And Betterware was full of like cheap crap. But and then what would happen is, once you delivered them and you collected all the money, like, you'd have to do the first week delivering the magazines, the next week picking up all the magazines, and the third week packing all the orders, then the fourth week, once you delivered them all, as soon as they packed, I mean, I tried to get them out as soon as I got the goods in and packed them. And then once you collect all the cash, you then have a meeting with your manager, he collects it, and then he pays you you have to pay him like through the bank and stuff, or in cash, and he would basically give you your commission. So say like I earned like £100, it would be 40% commission. So I gave it in because I found like it wasn't really paying enough, and it was just like every time I got paid in my bank, it was just not really doing it. It wasn't enough to like pay bills and stuff. So because I was trying to get out of doing temporary work, because as you know, when you register with agency places, you never know where you are from day one to day two. Like day one they can say, right, you're at this place, then the next day you're at that place, and then sometimes they'll phone you just out of the blue when you're off. Can you cover, can you work? And I'm like, what the hell? And one day, like, I didn't even have enough sleep, and like they phoned me at like 4 o'clock, bearing in mind I've been awake all day, and then said, could you do a night shift? And I'm like, what the hell? And obviously I knew that it was like extra money, so I said yeah. And then they've been shut down for quite some time. But yeah, I hate agency work. Then I moved into catering and now do retail. So I did catering for 7 years. But it's a very stressful job, and I think that's what contributed to my high blood pressure and insomnia. But then again, I did have insomnia. I've always had insomnia ever since 2013. It's horrible. But yeah, agency work it's okay as a temporary thing until you find something more, you know, guaranteed. I wanted job security. I didn't want to like work on a 0-hour contract, because that's what it was. It was like a 0-hour contract. So they don't, you literally have no rights when you're a 0-hour contract. When I did catering, I was on that contract for about 4 years, and then it was only sort of the last 2 years they upgraded me to a full contract, and then I resigned. I was like, after 7 years of doing this, like, I want something new. Like, so yeah, I moved on. Went to Pastures New, as they call. Why do they actually call it Pastures New? But apparently, talking about that, they're now saying that Sonia Fowler from EastEnders, played by Natalie Cassidy, she's leaving. She's quit it, but apparently she'll film at final scenes in the 40th anniversary. But when I was reading some of the comments, they were saying she always leaves and then she comes back because she can't find work. But I don't know if that is the case, but that's what some of the comments were saying. But the weird thing is like a couple of years ago, she did an interview saying something like, it was something along the lines of like, you never know if you're gonna get your contract renewed, because every year they have to obviously renew their contract. They get rid of people, they bring new characters in, they get rid of old characters. It's just how it works, so that everyone gets a chance to be on EastEnders, I suppose. And yeah, it looks like she's going now. But what in the world is going on? Is it Coronation Street? Oh my god, like ever since one lady left, and ever since she left, everyone's sort of like leaving. Like they'll have no soap at the end of it, because wasn't it Brookside or Emmerdale? They were real. No, I think it was Hollyoaks. They were really struggling with characters. I think 20 people left out of that because they couldn't pay their staff or something. I don't know, don't quote me on that, because I don't know if that's the actual situation, but it was something to do with job losses. And is Hollyoaks still on? I don't even know if that's still on. I mean, I don't watch Coronation Street. I mean, it's so depressing, like when that theme tune comes on, I'm like, right, switch over. So I have watched it, you know, when nothing else has been on, and I'm like, have to force myself to watch it, only because my mum would have it on in the TV, and when she's off, she will hog the TV. Like, you're not allowed to watch TV if she's in the room, because like she will watch what she wants to watch and she'll kick you out the other room. Like, so she'll like go, right, you can go in the kitchen and watch what you want, you know. Now, bearing in mind the kitchen doesn't have the Fire TV stick in it, so I can't like get YouTube up or, you know. But yeah, the only really one I watch is EastEnders. How have we got on to... Seems really random, isn't it? We've gone from being in agency work to EastEnders, like, this is what I love about Whip and Chats. You never know where the conversation's gonna go next. Like, we've talked from zoos to soaps to working to going up to Temu and getting the package. You know, it's, as I'm filming, I'm like, if I'm talking about a subject, I'm thinking about what I want to talk about next. So it's quite nice that we've had quite a lot to jibber jabber, as Linda calls it. I love that word. It's jibber jabber time. But yeah, so I don't know how in the world I'm gonna get. I'm gonna sit on this seat for like 4 hours tonight, because it's hard as hell. Like, it's hard as fuck. I still haven't drunk a bit, so I was going to drink some of that. Oh, lovely. But once we do this little bit here, I think we're near enough. That's all the top done, isn't it? So just got to do a bit of filling here with the orange. So we'll do that. What we'll do is, it sort of ends there, doesn't it? So if we do this little heart part, whoops. Oh my god. I wondered why that didn't sit there. There was a yellow jewel stuck in there. I'll take that off later. But what I'll do is I will just get around this bit, and I'll just do, we see there, we'll do them sort of top drills, and then we'll change that over to a bit of the orange and get some of that done. And then if we've got time, we'll just figure out this white bit. I thought that was pink then, but it's because it's a white drill on a pink border, so yeah. Right, so let's just double check that again. I reckon about, let's just make it even a bit. So if we do, I love this. I love feeling the texture of it. It's really quite nice. It's like when they put mosaics on the wall. Did anyone see that time? It was on the news. Someone put a banana sellotaped to the wall with gaffer tape, and it sold for like £1,000, like over 1,000, like literally just a banana gaffered to the wall. Like, wow. So let's get some of the orange done now. Yeah, that's lovely, isn't it? Okay, lovely. So we'll try and get some of this. This is quite a hard one to do multi-placing because of how the drills are sort of like wavery and stuff. So yeah, I'm trying to debate what to have for tea. For lunch, I ran out of corned beef. I couldn't be asked to go to the shop, so what I did was I went up to the fridge and got, I had some baked bean melts, and I thought, do you know what, I'll have baked bean melt and chips. So tonight I'm thinking, really fancy the steak and onion pie. That was handsome. It was very nice, but the meat wasn't like solid meat, it was like sloppy crap. So I might have that, or don't really want to bake again. Sunday I've got roast dinner. So yeah, but what I had the other night was steak and onion pie with mixed veg and what else did I? Oh, chips. Oh, I have actually got mash. So, oh yes, I could do mash, gravy, pie and veg. But is it me? Vegetable, like broccoli always seems to turn out mushy once you cook it. It's just like, as soon as you put it in your mouth, it's like bloody eating soup. I love soup. Like, I used to eat tomato. See what I mean? Like, how have we got on the subject of soup? I used to eat tomato soup, but that was before they twigged the ingredients, and then it was really tangified. So I love the big vegetable one. I'm not the biggest fan of chicken soup because it's It's very sort of creamy, and yeah, sometimes you get chicken in there, it's all like stringy-fied. Oh, no. No, no. But what's that soup that's called cream of something? It must be cream of tomato. When I used to do catering, they did a soup called cocky locky, or cocky locky soup, something like that. But yeah, and I was like, what the... Because when I saw it on the menu, I was like, what the... How in the world is that? Like, I couldn't stop laughing. And then when they would serve it, they would go, would you like some cocky locky soup? I couldn't stop laughing, so I had to go back in to the kitchen and just like let out the laughter. Because it just is the weirdest name for like a bowl of soup. Cocky locky soup. I'm sure it's called cocky locky. It's definitely cocky something. So yeah. Does anyone ever have creme brulee? If you have, then let me know what. That was fun. When I used to do catering, I would be in charge of creme brulee, and it was nice because we sort of used this torch thing and like burnt sugar on it, so you would heat up like the sugar on it, and oh, I think it's just like custard, and it's like this really dark brown liquid stuff. So I've never personally tried it. I don't think I will, but yeah. Right, this is quite pretty. It's a shame they've cut that flower off though, innit? Because you've got the orange, the yellow and then the blue, but they've cut it off. That should have been in the centre, I think. But I think this is designed to be all different colours, isn't it? So, yes. So yeah, I think this will be my only pre-recorded session today because I've got to do like 4. I don't have to do the 4 hours, but it's the last sort of session. We won't see the lines anymore after this, so I'm just trying to push it as much as I can. You know, just try and get as much done. I'm actually thinking of still working on it afterwards, but I'm not sure. I tend to, once the theme's over, I sort of pack them away until next time. And, you know, I still got to do the October completion as well. I found the missing painting that I needed, so I'm going to take a look at the list just to make sure I've got all the paintings ready, and then I'll film that. Oh, it's a strange looking drill. It's like a caramel. Oh wow. I wonder if Tessa's actually, I'll have to ask her if she's finished that mermaid book, because in the video she just sounded so happy with it, and I sort of know, I've known Tessa for like 4 years now, so you know, you sort of get used to what your friends like and stuff, so it's interesting, isn't it, how you can like meet people on YouTube and then like you make friends, like long-lasting friends. And I bought her all sorts. Like I bought her a pillow with her dog on it, accidentally put it round the wrong way, so I think his head is where you unzip it, but either way, you know, you can just tilt the pillow around, can't you? But she loves the Grinch, so I try to, every year at Christmas, I try to make sure I can get hold of Grinch paper and send her Grinch stuff. I got a lovely gift set. I don't know if she's aired that video yet, but I won't say what it is yet because I'm not sure she's aired it, so I don't want to like spoil it and then you watch it and then you're like, oh, I already know what that is, you know. And I think at one point I got a hot chocolate set, but I've seen these things and my brother showed me them in Home Bargains. You can get these chocolate bombs, but they're in like Celebration, Snickers, and you're supposed to like put them in the cup and they melt or something, so I've got into this habit of keep saying and something. And the other one is, so as you can see, like one of my videos, I say, as you can see, so as you can see, like 7 times, and I'm like, oh my god. Well, we're at 45 minutes. I feel like we've done quite a lot. We've got all the top bit done. Now working on to this session, because once this part here and up there is done, we're even, and then we can brush it down. So it won't be that much longer till it's done. Was hoping to get it on January completions, but it is what it is. Whoops. Oops, I did it again. La 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 la. Oops, upside here. See, whoops, upside here. I've been blessed by you since I don't know when. So I made up my mind, it must come to an end. Look at me now, will I ever go? I don't know how. La 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 la. There's a fire within my soul. Just one look and I can hear it bellowing. I was actually, because I made someone laugh when I set that alarm clock over. I was actually thinking of using that and then like setting the alarm clock and then let the bell go off once it rings, but it'll probably like scare the life out of me because I've not actually used the alarm on that yet. I normally use Alexa or the alarm on my phone, but I just feel like if I was to set it, because it's so loud, like it would make like frighten the life out of me. Like jump out of bed and like go, what the hell? My mum did that once. Like, I don't know what happened, but we were all asleep. And when I stay over, sometimes I sleep on the couch downstairs. It's not the best, but you know. And all of a sudden, I don't know how it happened, the fire alarm just randomly went off, like the smoke alarm thing. And my mum, she was in her bed and she sleeps with her bedroom door open. I can't do that. Like, I have to sleep with my bedroom door shut. So, because otherwise it's like too cold and stuff. And she was like, oh my god, what's happening? So, I mean, I suppose, unless I like do a test run, I don't know what it's going to be like, but yeah. I've been cheated by you, la 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 la. Well, I'm really happy with how much progress we've done on this today. It's looking lush as always. I need to get started a bit more because I've been filming the rainbow rose, so I've not worked on that since the old gas contractor said they were coming and they didn't. So now that's done and out of the way with the new one. I'll tell you something, that new gas contractor was brilliant. Came really early, because the earlier the better, because then you can get on with diamond paint afterwards. You know, he made sure he checked everything. He checked the flue pipe, the smoke alarm. Don't actually know why they check that, because obviously it's not really nothing to do with gas, but sorry, not the smoke alarm, the carbon monoxide alarm. Maybe that's why. Perhaps I have to check them. And then they do something to the meter, so they check, it's like a measure, like on their tool thing, it's like a big measure ruler thing, so I don't know what, perhaps that's to test the gas levels. And then I had to sign on his tablet thing to say that he attended, so he can get paid. Because unless you sign it, they've got no proof that the worker's been out to do the work, have you? So he will get paid for that then. And what's even interesting is they phone you before they, like, when they're on site or when they're on their way, they give you a call, whereas the other contractor didn't do that. So I quite like this new contractor. So hopefully that's the end of them no more mucking me about, you know. Do 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 da 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 da. Look at me now. I love this. This is so pretty, isn't it? Look, again, orange. Then you've got that break with the white. Then you've got a white piping, the yellow piping, the seed, and then the blue piping. This is like, I feel like this is like a giant leaf, because then you've got this massive roulette wheel. I've actually got a game of that. My mum bought me it. And I was going to get my sister this thing, because I don't get on with Jack, never have done, even in school, and I'll be civil, but I try to not make conversation with him. And what I do is, there is this, well, what this cup does is you've got a little, like, it's like a shot glass, then you've got like this big pipe thing, and there's another shot glass there, and the idea is your partner holds it there and your other partner holds it there, so you both got a hand of it each, and then you drink together. Like, and I went back to go and get it because I wasn't sure I should use it, and it sold out, and I was like, shit, what am I gonna get now? So annoying, isn't it, when you've got your heart set on something and then, you know, goes, doesn't it? So I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. My phone's just come up saying 20% battery, so what I'll do is I'll just do this sliver here and then just do that part there, and then I'm gonna have to call this a session, because I've got to charge it, and it's pointless plugging it in the wall for like 10 minutes. So Sky News again, wait for it, someone else has died. It's all you hear, innit? People dying, like, it's all you hear. And oh my god, Lev spoke about Gaza for the last bloody year and a half. It's all they talk about, Gaza, Gaza, Gaza. Like, the way I see it is, Gaza's nothing to do with the UK, so why do they have to keep going on about it? It's terrible what's happened there, I understand that, but do they have to keep mentioning it like every single day? It can actually make it very draining, and I do have the option to turn it off, but then I'm going to miss out on other news, like, because every day is different apart from the subject that they have to keep talking about. But they're, like, the way it works is they normally give you like a fresh piece of news, and then they go into the Gaza thing again. So, but yes, on that note, I'm just going to do that drill there. We'll pinch that one there, pop that there, and that's a session. So we have done quite a lot. I'm very happy with the progress there. We've done all the top. We've done mostly all the flower now. We've just got to yellow and the purple pipe in there. And then what we've got to do is, there's two here, I'm just going to finish that off. Keep missing drills here. And then what's going to happen is, see, that annoys me as well, when there's a, like, can you see, like, there's a big gap, like the colour there, but then we can put that there, and then what we can do next time is we'll work on this section, bring that down so that it's level with this, and mark it there. And it's not a lot left to do. We've only got to go down here, round up the U-bend, and then there. So it's not going to be long done, which is lovely. And then I can start to use it properly. I probably will seal it, but then looking at bits like here, you probably have to get a cotton wool bud or something, because if you get glue in that gap, it's going to, you know, obviously show. I think it's like a PVA, the sealer is, so I'm sure you can pick it off, but yeah, it's going to be, I should give it to Lucia in the repair shop, because she does all, like, with painting, it's a program here in the UK and they show you how to fix things, but with painting, if she wants to get like dirt or muck off the painting, she uses, like, she scrapes it up with like this substance, so she would be the perfect lady to do that for me. But yeah, we can get around it. It just means, like, just going very carefully on it. I mean, bits like here, you know, I don't think you're going to escape it, but for example, if you was to do that bit, you probably will be okay, but it's like the gaps in between, or I might just leave it without it. But what I might do is actually somehow staple this on, but then it might wreck it, rather than actually seal it, like staple it there and there and then up there, because it's going to be quite a pain in the ass to seal. But anyway, that's it. The next session is likely to be on the 8th of February, and we will see you then. So thank you for watching. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, tap the notification bell so you can be notified as and when a video pops up on the channel, and we will see you soon for another video. Thank you for watching, take care, and we'll see you next time. Bye bye.